This course is distinctive in that it encompasses the theoretical and practical aspects of business in contexts which students will encounter throughout their lives. Conceptually, it offers insight into small business planning through to large-scale operations management, marketing, finance, and human resources. Our aim is to provide students with rigor and depth during their course in order to provide an excellent foundation for lifelong learning and development. Specifically, students will develop general and specific skills, including research, analysis, problem solving, decision making, critical thinking, and communication.
My name is Supriya Bansal and I teach business studies here at St. Joseph. Due to the current climate, most of our classes have been held online. We understand that this transition has adversely affected most of our students. Therefore, our main aim going forward is to differentiate curriculum, teaching processes, and success criteria according to the needs of each and every student. We are going to achieve this with a layered curriculum. A layered curriculum allows us to create additional resources and tasks for students at three levels. The first level is foundational, where students have basic knowledge of the subject area. They are able to remember facts and understand what they mean. At the next level, students are able to apply these facts, and at the top level, students are able to analyze information and judge its validity. A flipped classroom basically implies that students can access lesson materials online and view them at their own pace. After viewing the lessons, students complete three levels of quizzes, out of which the foundational and mid-level quizzes are compulsory. This process allows us teachers to then collect data and provide different instructions to students at various levels during their online classes. Hi everyone, we talked about in the reading materials about business structures in terms of online and view the clip. After viewing the clip, please attempt.
Dream the songs.
Assessment begins as a diagnostic tool, which allows for students' pre-existing knowledge and understanding to be determined, so that as teachers we are able to focus on areas with which students have a limited understanding. This allows for teachers to contextualize the understanding of students and identify the base levels of subject knowledge to gauge the appropriate strategies needed to be implemented within the classroom, allowing for the effective application of differentiated learning strategies to identify the needs of each individual learner. This will then see the implementation of what's referred to as formative assessment, which provides the basis of classroom activities, focusing on the identification of students' development over the duration of the course. This is an important aspect of the learning strategies implemented within the school, to ensure that students who are excelling are identified and the students who are struggling are known to the teacher, to ensure all students are afforded the opportunities to succeed to the best of their abilities and are supported throughout the traditional means by which this is completed has had to change as a result of moving to online learning methods. Zoom has provided an outlet, similar to Skype, which allows teachers and students to communicate freely and in an open dialogue. This, along with the development of apps like Kahoot over the last few years, allows us to identify the understanding of students throughout the duration of online and remote learning without having to physically see the work in which they are completing. Testing and assessments used to summarize the understanding of students are increasingly important to understand the ongoing process of student learning and engagement. Determining the levels of understanding students have developed over the duration of the course is reliant on identifying the initial understanding to which they had at the beginning. And then at the end of the course, we can identify the content in which they have learnt and see if they have adequately met the expectations of both the learner and the teacher.